So my name is Kelly Fontana. I'm the manager of career services here at the university. I'm so glad you guys joined for the Hiration. I guess you've heard about Hiration, our new resume builder. If I can ask, what campuses are you from? Which campus? You guys can
I'm
come
from
off me.
campus.
Which one?
Miami.
Miami,
I'm in the Austin campus.
Austin,
I'm at San Marcos.
San Marcos. All right. We've got everybody everywhere. Anybody from Dallas? St. Augustine campus?
Yes,
All right.
me.
From Florida St. Augustine campus?
I am from Austin.
Austin. Okay,
Yes,
fantastic.
yes.
Well, good. So let me ask you this, because I want to make sure I'm getting the message out clearly to everybody. Did you guys see this event on Handshake? How did you hear about it, if you don't mind my asking?
I got an email that said if I can register, like an invite email.
Yes,
Okay.
same as me. Yes.
You got the email. Okay, fantastic. So what we want at Career Services, we just want to make sure that we are reaching you guys the right way. So whether it's, by getting an email, whether it's faculty letting you know, hey, this event is coming up, it's on Handshake, go register. I just want to make sure that we are getting information to you in the best way we can and the way that you're going to see it. So if you have any feedback on how you best find out about events that Career Services is having, please let me know. Whether it's here or email me, at Kelly Fontana at kfontana@usa.edu. Let me know so that I can make sure that we get information to you where you're going to see it. So enough of that. Let me introduce you to Hiration. We just started Hiration here at the university. We used to use Skills First, which was our resume builder. Now we're using Hiration, and it's an AI-powered resume builder, interview platform, and career cover letter platform. So I'm going to show you how to get there and how to use it. It's very simple. If you have any questions, just ask as we go along. You don't have to wait till the end, okay? This is very informal. I want to hear your feedback and make sure that you guys are understanding where we're going with this. So I'm going to share my screen. And let's see, let me go to let me know if you can see my screen. So you should be seeing my Okta dashboard. Can everybody see that okay?
Yes.
All right, so how do you get to Hiration? If you type in login.usa.edu in your web browser, it's going to take you to your MyUSA Okta page where you have all your Okta tiles. Okay. If you click on Hiration, which is our resume builder, click Hiration. I'm already logged in, but it'll tell you to log in with your USA email, and then it'll bring you to the main page, which is right here. I'm going to go into the student view so you can see what you're going to see. Here we go. So we've got a resume builder. We've got a cover letter builder, your LinkedIn review, which you can build out your LinkedIn review or profile, and an interview practice where you can do mock interviews. All right. We'll hit on each one of them. So let's start with the resume builder. Resume, you can either create a new resume by uploading one or completely creating one from scratch. Or you can use one of the ones that we have. We have templates here, and these are approved templates through the university and through the applicant tracking system. You probably heard of the ATS system, applicant tracking system. So when you submit a resume, I'm going to give you some sidebar information too. When you submit a resume, it doesn't really go to a person yet. It goes through a tracking system. And that tracking system is what is going to get you to human resources or the manager advertising for that position. Okay. How do you get through the applicant tracking system? If your resume matches what's in that job description and the experience, whether it's the experience, the job roles, anything like that, that's going to get you through that applicant tracking system. So those are the kind of some of the key features that you'll be able to do here with this AI powered Hiration platform. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do that. So let's just pick a resume here. This is a sample resume that we have already on our website. Okay. You're going to go in, you can use this format or any of the other template formats that we have, and you're obviously going to just change it to your information. Once this comes up over on the right, I want to show you, it's going to kind of score you. Don't worry about the score so much. It's kind of a sidebar score, so you're not going to get a grade on it. Don't worry about that. But it's just going to tell you how your resume is lining up to getting to that job. Okay. Do you have enough information in? Do you have too much information? Do you have information on your resume that meets that job requirement or meets that job that you're putting, the job match that you're going for? Okay. That's kind of, and it's going to give you some hints and advice over here on the right side of how to make it better. You also have a rewrite with Chat GPT feature. So if you have like your objective here, you've written in your objective. If you want to rewrite it with Chat GPT using AI powered, it's going to say, okay, you could say this. If you like it, you can hit replace the section and this text will be replaced into here. Now you can use this and you can even change what is in here too. So if you want to change around something, add something, take out something, you can do that. It's just giving you different examples of how to say something best in your resume. Okay. You can do each section. You can add sections, delete sections. And something I do want to remind everybody of when you're doing your resume or you're putting it together, when you get to the education section, make sure that you put your most recent education first. Okay, so University of St. Augustine for Health Sciences, whatever field you're in, whatever program you're in, that would come before your undergraduate degree. So always do the most recent first. Same with jobs. Always list on your jobs, work experience, the most recent first. Okay, we've seen a lot of resumes where everybody starts with their first job and then the second job and the third job. Switch that, reverse chronological order. So always list the most recent first. You can go through your whole resume, improve with Chat GPT, or you can just keep what you want. Either way you want to do it. Once you finish going through your resume, you can preview it by hitting preview. It'll bring up your resume. And then you have the option if you want to go ahead and download it. You can download it as a Word document or you can download it as a PDF, however you want to download it. Okay. Anybody have any questions on resumes? Let me show you one little quick
I
feature.
do.
Oh, go ahead.
So, how do you do a resume for an OTS student?
So I'm going to come back out of here. You can use any one of the templates that we have, or let's say you want to create a new resume.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have template designs here. You can use any of these template designs. We're just going to pick one.
Okay.
Now, you're either going to upload, you're going to do a new resume here.
Okay.
Upload one that you're working on. Okay. If you use, did it click? Yeah. Here we go. So here's one of the, which you can go ahead and put in your information in.
Okay.
Use this resume template.
All right.
I'm going to come back out of here. I'm going to show you one more thing that we have. If I hit create a new resume, and I'm going to hit a simple template. I'm going to continue here. Oops, hold on. Mine's not wanting to go over to the other screen. Sorry about that. Here. Did you see what I did? So I went ahead and continued. Instead of creating a new one, I hit continue. And I'm going to do a pre-written resume.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is going to say some of the resumes that we have into templates, some extra templates that we have already uploaded for you guys. If you're a DPT major, occupational therapy, this would be you, major, nursing or speech, you could click one of these templates.
Okay.
And that will give you how you list your fieldwork experience, your professional experience, your certifications, volunteer on a typical program. So if it's a DPT program or occupational therapy program, this is typically how you would want to set up your resume.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yes. Thank you so much. I
And this
appreciate
gives
it.
you a starting place, Brittany. This will give you a starting place. And then you can put your information in, or if you wanted to rewrite it with ChatGPT, you could click here and it's going to tell you something you can write in.
Oh, great. I love
Yeah,
that. Thank
that kind of
you.
helps you write your resume.
Okay. Thank you. I
Gives you
appreciate
good
it.
ideas on how to state things.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to go ahead and go over here and stay here because this is what I wanted to show you guys. If you hit over here in the right-hand corner, job match. So if you're applying for a specific job, you could hit job match over here. Paste the job description, copy and paste the job description in here. And then this blue will light up and you'll hit analyze. And it will help you to match that job description, what they're asking for, to your resume. So do you have the experience, the education, the skills that are in that job description? Do you have that in your resume? And it's going to give you some little hints of, you might want to add it here, you might want to add this, some words, some key words from that in your resume to match your experience and skills. What will match that job description? And it'll maybe some ways to state something differently so that you're matching that job description. So make sure that you take advantage of this. Okay. If this is in your way and you're bothering you, just click the X and it'll go away. Same with this. Okay. Any other questions about resumes? Go back to my resumes. Let's look at cover letters. Cover letters is pretty much the same thing. You can create a new cover letter. We don't have any uploaded ones, so you can either hit right here to create a new cover letter or right here. Same thing, it's going to take you through and give you examples just like the resume did. You can use ChatGPT. You can start writing out something, hit ChatGPT. How do I say it better? How do I say it a little more professionally? And it's going to give you some ideas, and you can use those ideas, and then you can change it around and tweak it from there if you'd like. LinkedIn review, same thing. You can upload your profile that you have with LinkedIn, and it's going to give you some ideas, just like the resume, on how you can beef up your LinkedIn. And then the interview practice, which you can type in, you'll enter a job type of a role that you're looking for. You can copy and paste the job description here, and then you'll be able to do some practice interviews, just like a general interview practice. And what this is going to do once you go through this, since I don't have anything uploaded, it's going to be hard to go through it. But what I want to tell you about this is, as you go through the interview module, it's going to tell you, it's going to kind of rate you on your eye contact, your voice. Are you projecting your voice? Are you using too many hand movements? Are you looking right at the camera or the person to whom you're interviewing? How you're answering the questions? And then it's going to give you some feedback on how better to do that, how better to project your voice, your body language, how better to answer your questions. You can put in sample questions, or it's going to give you some sample questions based on the job that you're asking for, the type of role that you're applying for, or that you want to practice that interview for. It will give you some feedback on how better to answer your questions. Okay, this is what you said. Well, you could say this, and make sure you're adding these features in. So you can do it as many times as you want. There's not a limit on the number of times that you practice the mock interviews. I don't know if you have in your classes, if you ever have to get in front of the class and practice like a little speech or something. Some classes do, some don't. But if you do, you could practice it here. So you don't have to just use it for interviews. You can use it for getting practice before you get up and speak in front of other people. So take advantage of this and use it. Okay. Any questions on any of the platforms that we have? They're really easy to use. They're self-explanatory. And let me say this, once you get in here and start using these, if you have questions, email me. I'm going to give you my email. It's kfontana@usa.edu. Email me. I can hop on with you. We can go through it. If you want your resume sent for a review, it'll go to one of our career service team members to review it. After you go through it, everything is automatically saved. I should probably say that. Everything is automatically saved. So you don't have to worry about going through and saving it. And it'll go automatically for review, or you can just stay with the AI review. I'm seeing the last name Alvarez.
Hi, this is Sharon. I kind of jumped in a few minutes late and you had already started, but thank you. This is wonderful information. How do I get to that section where you are?
To the interview section?
Yeah.
All
No,
right, let me back up. Let me
like
back
how
up.
do I get to the whole thing?
Sure. So if you type in login.usa.edu in your web browser,
Okay.
it's going to take you to this page. This is your My USA dashboard page where all your Okta tiles are.
Okay.
By the way, here's Handshake Okta tile. I know you guys have heard about Handshake, right? This is where you go for Handshake. What we are doing right now, Britt, I think Sharon, you were asking, is the Hiration. So if you click this Hiration resume builder, it's
okay.
going to take you to log in. And once you log in, it's going to take you to this main page.
Okay.
I'm going to go back to the student view. Mine automatically goes back to the admin page. I'm going to take you to the student page so you'll see what you will see. And here's where you get to your resumes. So you've got your resume builder, your cover letter builder, your LinkedIn review where you can beef up your LinkedIn profile, and then the interview practice that we were just talking about.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Absolutely. Any other questions on where to find things or how to use it? Okay. All right. Well, I'm so glad this is kind of quick and there's not a lot of questions. So I'm so glad you guys joined tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to say a couple things like housekeeping things. Remember, if you go to use any of the platforms and you have questions, email me, kfontana@usa.edu or through careerservices@usa.edu. So you can find me either place. Like I said, if you get stuck, we could go through it. I can hop on a real quick call with you and go through it. It's not a problem. I also just want to mention, while I have you guys here, tell your classmates about this. Let them know the platform that we have for resumes and cover letters and interview practice. Let them know it's here and where to find it, okay? Also, I've got to throw in Handshake. You guys know that's got to be your go-to, the Handshake platform. I'm going to go back over here. This Handshake Career Services platform, that is another go-to for you, resource for you guys. Job search, if you want to know any events on any of the campuses, whether it's on campus, mixers or networking events, career service events, or off campus, any virtual events that we have, this is your go-to where to find it. This is how you can keep in touch with any employers, knowing employers that are hiring for jobs. This is your go-to. So please remember Handshake and Hiration, the 2 H's, Handshake and Hiration. Those are your go-to. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see you. Oh, we had more hop on.
Thank
Now I
you
can see
so
everybody.
much.
I hope this has been helpful. I hope you got something out of it. And like
Yes,
I
I
said,
did.
I'm here if you guys need anything.
Also, is Handshake kind of like Indeed?
It is, yes, it is, but it is more than that. So with Handshake, log on to Handshake. You can
Okay.
find any events that we're having across the campuses, like I said, on campus or virtual. That's where you register for events. So like a lot of our lunch and learns that we have, we posted on Handshake. Make sure you register it. The career fairs, the lunch and learns, register for it. That way we know how much food to order. Because if you
Yeah.
don't register, we don't know you're coming.
Yeah.
Plus, if we have to change something, we know how to reach out to you and let you know that something's changed in that event.
Mhm.
But also with Handshake, you can go on there if you're looking for a specific job, any specific geographic location, any city, any state, you can filter it.
Mhm.
So you're not going to come up with thousands of jobs. If you want a specific PT job in St. Augustine, Florida, you can, or if you're looking for a specific employer, I'm just using that as an example, you can filter it that way and see what open positions our employers are hiring for.
Okay.
Okay, that is a great networking way for you guys to zone in on what you're looking for, rather than just going to Indeed and looking through everything. I think
Mhm.
there's some ways you can filter on Indeed. Handshake is not just every type of job. It's jobs for that employers that we have contracts with
Yeah.
that are hiring in our areas for our students.
Okay. Got
Okay.
it. Thank you.
So you're going to have a good end with a lot of the employers. There's over 8,000 of them in there. So you'll find something. Yeah, you'll find something.
All right. Thank you
But
so much.
yeah, and if you get stuck on Handshake and you're looking for something in particular, reach out to me. I'm happy to hop on there and go through it when you get ready to look for jobs. So, but definitely let Handshake be your go-to. Handshake and Hiration. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. All right. Any other questions?
Is the handshake and Hiration, like, is this gonna be only while we're students or after we graduate as well?
When you graduate, you'll still have access to it, the Handshake and the Hiration. So, and let me say this too. Once you graduate, a lot of our employers, especially through Handshake, when we have these events, some of them will extend offers prior to graduation or prior to the boards. They'll give like a letter of intent and you can start working with them under somebody else's license in their company. Just keep that in mind. You don't have to wait till you graduate to go and start looking for a job. Start networking now. Some of the events that we do have, if you are not looking for a job right now, go to the networking events anyway. Why? Because that's going to give you some practice. Use that as your practice so that when you do go get in front of an employer that you really want to work for, you've already been in front of other employers. You see what kinds of questions they're going to ask you. You see what kinds of questions your peers are going to ask the employer. And it's not your first rodeo. So if you've done it a couple times, then you're not as nervous when you really get in front of that one employer that you really want that job. So use those networking events as practice or drills, so that when you get there, you're a little more comfortable. Did that answer that question? Yeah, definitely do that.
Yes.
Any other questions about Handshake or Hiration? So yes, you will have it after you graduate. And Career Services is here for you. If you do not have a job once you graduate, we are still here for you. And we are still going to help you find a job. So remember, reach out to us. Use Handshake, use Hiration, even after you graduate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, guys, I appreciate you so much for jumping on tonight, taking out your some time. I know we're all in different time zones, so thank you for joining tonight. Let me know if you need any help or have any questions. I'm happy to help on or jump on and go through anything. All right. Have a great rest of your evening.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you so much. That was really helpful.